Why you got a tattoo? Why you got a tattoo? A Ryan? That's kind of creepy.
You got a whole nother man's face on you, but it's alright.
I got a tattoo. It's right here. Tattoo. Kiss your tattoo. Wow. Okay. Ah. That's you? Why y'all don't eat y'all sandwiches?
Baby, no one was excited about having that sandwich.
You can't tell me that sandwich wasn't good.
Baby.
You can't tell me that sandwich wasn't y'all scared to eat y'all food. I just feel like you put hard work and dedication into y'all sandwiches.
Shut up, you doing it yourself. Mom, be quiet.
No, Levi, you don't tell mommy shut up. That's not nice.
Everybody already know it's on Facebook.
Don't say nothing to nobody. They're going to be looking at your job.
Be quiet. Where's your mama? We just spit on me. Stop, you spit like a mouse. You know what to do, right? Hey, how y'all find out blocks? We told y'all blocks.
I could tell we take it out.
What's your your grandson with your mom? They don't know me and my work. Okay. Mute it. Mute.
But you gonna delete what you done did say had so far?
All I said was, what did your granny say about competing against your mama?
What you said what your granny said about your mama?
Yeah. I thought you had the green one. You got the blue one.
Yeah, I got.
Is that car for real?
Yeah, that's my car. Right. I bet.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Levi, get up. Get your fucking head up the damn drink. Go in your room.
No, he's
putting Cheetos in his drink and just playing in it. Look at it. Levi, be quiet. Be quiet. Go sit down.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Going deep here for Landry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe the...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, and this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a run will come, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson towards the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 36, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw, and he's going to go down again.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 36, 30.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson throwing again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And they'll get this down to the 10. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tim Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8.
Hey, shut your damn crying up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Check 37.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Tell me got that for
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Turn around, bro.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked to, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for getting out some of the throws that
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it around the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. A 2-yard gain. Now it's Jackson.
Sometimes the flashes get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the first half that really has not been kind of them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not this week. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this turnover.
No, y'all hurt my arm.
No.
You couldn't.
Mayfield now, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
You broke my
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Levi, you broke my arm.
Mayfield.
You broke my arm.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You talking about you want to take shit out on your shoes? No, fuck you don't.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Cyber able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm hard on that sandwich. Y'all broke my arm.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 30 yards there.
Don't touch my arm, man.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he finds Carr. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He's fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come here. Go to your room for a little bit, okay? Okay, Mommy. All right, go on.
I know they ain't want to get embarrassing.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Go in your room and sit down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh my fucking God. Shut up.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him.
What your mama say? When you say stay in the room, you stay in the room. Go in your room.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will hold
Give him his fucking guitar.
right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it, escaping the pressure right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Get off the field. 53 to Mike.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Crunch. Slam. Real. I got it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw it out the window?
I think you are.
Then as long as they go in your room, that's our fucking problem. We say go in the room, go in the room.
Just go ahead and be loose with the football.
I don't care about the time. Send the same shit. Send the ass to their room.
Be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began
Get in your room like I say. What the fuck I told you about acting like it's a gun? Get your ass in your room.
After the big play,
Yeah,
here's
put it up.
1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Mayfield back. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Ravens, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.